The Indian steel exports hit an all-time high of more than 20.5 million tons in FY'22 as against more than 19 million tons in FY'21, up by 7% year-on-year. In this volume, the share of flats was highest at 13 million tons, up by 23% year-on-year. Overall, volumes were mainly propped up by exports of downstream products like hot-rolled coils and plates, galvanized pipes and tubes, and cold-rolled coils. Finished longs overseas sales rose a sharp 86% to 2.43 million tons in the year under review. However, semis dropped 30% in this period to 5.05 million tons. A key reason that helped push the FY'22 exports was China's subdued exports activity on the back of export rebate withdrawal. It may be recalled that from 1st May 2021, China had withdrawn the 13% VAT export rebate on 146 steel products including HRC, wire rod, rebar, and again from August 2021 on CRC, galvanized iron and silicon steel. The market serviced by China, especially Turkey and the UAE, moved to India, especially for flat products. Turkey's imports from India skyrocketed from a nominal 48,000 tons in FY'21 to 1.27 million tons in FY'22. Similarly, the UAE's imports spiraled up from 0.99 million tons to 1.34 million tons in this period. China's export defocus indirectly allowed the other countries, especially India, to cash in on this trend. The export volumes from India were mainly driven by Europe. Natural gas shortage and its prohibitive pricing kept the steel mills in European market temporarily in shutdown mode, creating scope for imports from India. In fact, steel exports to Europe rose 76% in FY'22 to 5.71 million tons as against 3.35 million tons in the previous fiscal. Italy and Belgium alone commanded 3.25 million tons. Indian mills, in fact, had exhausted their annual flat steel quota for CY'21 in the very first 5 months of the last calendar, propelled by higher margins. Europe is essentially a flats market, and the numbers prove India's key role here. In India's total exports, flats contributed almost 64%, while Europe's overall share was around 28%. India's steel export will remain buoyant going forward, mainly supported by the Russia-Ukraine war crisis. SteelMint data reveals that Russia exported around 9 million tons of steel to Europe and Ukraine exported over 6 million tons. However, even if the war was stopped tomorrow, demand in the Europe from Indian mills will continue at least for another 6 months. For more updates, please do visit www.steelmint.com and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.